Hello and welcome to a review of the E-flite Blade mcX RC helicopter. This helicopter comes with a 3.7 volt 110 mAh lithium polymer battery. You can tell it's very small. A one cell charger for this battery. And the only bad part about this is it runs on batteries. So you have to charge a battery with batteries, and that gets annoying sometimes. And here's the helicopter. It's very nice and small, compact, very stable in flight. And a Spectrum 2.4 GHz DSM-2 radio. It's all E-flite. I got this helicopter at Hobbytown, USA. It is a ready to fly. Very nice helicopter. They fly it around the store a lot. And you can buy glow-in-the-dark blades and parts for it. That's a nice thing for if you're flying at night and stuff. If you open the box, you pretty much see what's in here with the instruction booklet. Then you just remove the foam, and then your helicopter and radio and battery and stuff will all be in there. This is such a nice helicopter to fly. Very stable. You barely need to do anything to fly it. I'll demonstrate. Oh, the battery, it takes about, depends on the battery life that's in the charger. If they're brand new batteries, it should take like 15 minutes. But if they're older, it'll take up to a half hour to charge, 45 minutes maybe. When you turn it on, this is your throttle, or up or down. This is your rudder, or pivoting for the helicopter. This is side to side, so the helicopter will move like this, laterally. And then this is forward and backward. It also has a way that you can click the center remote, center sticks. And those are for, it says on the back that you can do binding if you want to bind this remote with a different helicopter. It's a pretty nice feature. It also has dual rates, so if you're a beginner you don't need to have full range of motion. But anyway, you turn the remote on first, it makes its beeping. And then you take the battery, and if you see this little compartment down here, these two little things, you slide the battery in there. It's a pretty tight fit, but it works. And then if you look here, you'll see a dot on the top of the battery and on the lead to the electronics. Those go on the same side, up. And the light will go on after a while. You'll hear it. The servo's moving a bit. I zoom out here for you. And just trim it. Okay, now it's trimmed to my liking. As you can see, barely anything to fly. Please just ignore all that stuff in the back. That's me trying to repair my planes. How stable this helicopter is. Just a very, very nice helicopter to fly. barely anything to control. See, it's just hovering. And just fly it around. Has pretty good speed for it, for such a small helicopter. You can fly it all the way over there, turn around, bring it back. I can even fly in reverse, forward and back. That's full right rudder on high rate. And just look how it stops instantly. Oop. That was my fault. Just get it here. Don't want to break anything. Now if I click the right stick in, that'll turn it onto low rate. So that's full left rudder on low rate. You can see it's much slower, better for beginners. This is a beginner-oriented helicopter, but it's fun for more advanced helicopter flyers. I would definitely not recommend flying this outdoors. I've tried it already, and even the slightest breeze will just knock it around. But I can land it pretty much anywhere. It's that stable and easy to fly. See? Land right on the box. And then you can sometimes get a bit fancy, like I always do. And try to land on objects. Stuff happens. Nothing broke. This is a very durable helicopter, but I would not recommend smashing it into walls. And if I put on low power, I can just sit here and like spin it around. And again, stuff like that'll happen. That time, the cover came open. Just gotta slide that back down and plug the battery back in. That should work. See? Very durable helicopter. Well, the key feature if you're marketing this to beginners. I mean, it's marketed to pretty much every skill level, but if you're looking for a nice indoor RC helicopter that's very stable to fly, very easy to fly, ready to fly right out of the box, doesn't need too much, very compact, I would recommend getting this one. And for beginners out there, this bar, if you don't know, is to keep the top rotor stabilized. As you can see, it pitches the thing. So as the blade is spinning, that bar will stay level. As the rotor's spinning, that bar will stay level as the blade turns. See that? Then the bottom blade is what controls all the movements. As you can see, those little servo arms there coming out of the top. That's forward. That's backward. That's slide left, slide right. And it moves the swash plate, which is that little blade there. which is this thing under the blade. See, just pitches the rotor, so you'll get to go where you want. And then for pivoting, you just add rudder, which is this. And what that does to turn it, it just increases one of the rotor's RPM. You hear that? The top one decreased, and then it'll turn left, and then that's back to normal, and then right, the bottom one increases speed. Here. Very, very nice helicopter to fly. You can just launch it in your hand. Stuff happens. It's covering pretty much from this dark line, you can see that, where the light stops, like right here, all forward of that is nothing. If I take this, open this up, you can see underneath, that's what's inside. So you have all this room up here to hit and not damage the electronics, but there's the light. And then once you get low on battery, that light will start to blink, and then you just gotta land it as the rotors decrease in RPM. You see the two little motors back there, those spin these big gears, which make the blades counter rotate. That's why it doesn't have a tail rotor, because these counteract the torque on their own. Helicopters with contra-rotating blades, they are much more stable than the tail rotor ones. Oh, and also when you're in low rates, the remote light will blink, and when you're in high rate, it won't. You can just see the the blade moving, changing pitch. Very stable, barely have to do anything to fly it. I would definitely recommend getting this helicopter if you're looking for your first RC indoor helicopter. Thanks for watching.